Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're reviewing a new Kamo Fitness collection. It's been a while since I've reviewed one of their collections on my channel. Oftentimes I don't get a lot of time to film and edit a review. You guys know I'm in dental school full-time, so I usually need like a weekend and then like a little time after that. We're gonna try to speed edit this video because I just felt like a YouTube review would be the most helpful. Anyways, the launch is happening on Valentine's Day, February 14th at 1 PM CST, which is probably like tomorrow or today by the time I post this video. But super exciting announcement, what you guys have been begging for. I always feel guilty about posting about Kamo Fitness for my non-United States people, but I don't have a ton of details on this, but they did tell me this is the first launch that all of these pieces will be available for purchase worldwide. So I'm so excited. They have finally listened. You guys have been begging for international shipping. So if I get any more details on what exactly that means for you guys, I will post it in the comments as usual, but I am so excited. So just a little mini launch for today. We got some cute colors though, and some new pieces that I just wanted to touch on. If you guys are new to Kamo Fitness, all of their stuff is super affordable. I think they're by far the best affordable brand because they still come out with really high quality pieces that I compare to some of my more high-end brands, which I don't say lightly, because some affordable pieces are not as good as the high end. But they also come out with super cute designs, colors, wearable pieces, and all of the tops and shorts are around $24 and leggings are usually like $32 to $33. And you can also use my code Kathryn for 5% off. I know 5% isn't a lot, but it used to be 0% off. And these are already affordable, so just a little something. So let's just go over some of the colors. We have Parisian blue, which I personally love this shade of blue. I think it's so vibrant. It really just makes you glow. Pine Grove, dark forest green color. We have some hoodies that we'll talk about in a minute, but this is a lavender and this is sap green. I don't know if they come in any neutral colors, which I was kind of bummed about. We have Holly Berry. This is definitely going to be like your Valentine's pink. And what I'm wearing on this top right now, Java brown. So let's start out with the new items, which are the sports bras. So as soon as I get my packages, usually I just like open everything up and then like throw all like the trash away. And the only place where the sports bra names was on that trash that I threw away. So there are two sports bras and I don't know which one is the name of which because they don't send me like a launch sheet or anything. So we're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna take a little guess though, and we're locking in my guess. I believe this is the Serene sports bra. It's either the Serene or the Emily sports bra. Hopefully I will know by the time I post this video, and whatever name is on the screen is correct. So if I keep saying the wrong name, that's why. I will say these bras are super cute. Like, love the details, everything. Not gonna be for my large cup size girlies. So we have two kind of more small cup size sports bra options for today. So it has a twist detail, so you're supposed to wear it twisted in the front. It does have removable cup pads. Personally, I did have to remove the cup pads because there just wasn't enough space for the girls. And then there's this super cute back detail. So you have this strap that is like sewn in, and then you have this extra cute little braided strap that you can tie around to create this little like twisted back detail, or you can take off this strap entirely and just have a halter. So I love that you have the options. Also, all of the fabrics today are the Kamo Fitness classic Serenity legging fabric. So it's kind of like a denser brushed material around a medium compression. Soft to the touch, but not like quite as soft as like a Lululemon Align. It has a little more denseness and compression to that, and everything is 75% nylon, 25% spandex, super stretchy. So here is a close-up of the fabric, just very slightly brushed. And then here is that cute little braided strap in the back. So they kind of connect like this, or you can take off this strap entirely. So let's try this one on. All right, so here is the top. This one is definitely the lowest coverage. I have a little side boob and a lot of cleavage in the front here, so we're gonna give this a low coverage and low support. There's no elastic or anything to kind of keep you secured, not a ton of lift, and just the coverage just isn't there to give you any support. Not every sports bra has to be the most supportive, and this is definitely a super cute style, but I thought that I could wear this to the gym and be okay. But even in my apartment gym all by myself, I was like very concerned for the opportunity for a nip slip. So I just don't think that this is something I could wear again. Such a bummer because the color is so cute and the bra is just adorable. Anyways, you do have the removable cups, twist front detail, And then this strap is always going to be in the same place. So it goes along there. You can twist a little braided strap to create almost a little like twist back appearance. And I think the braided strap is so cute. Just adds the tiniest little bit of detail, but it is removable. So let me just remove that. So you can remove it and then you have a full on open back halter. So you don't need the second strap. It is optional. I will say as soon as I undid that second strap, we lost some lift, so just keep that in mind. So personally, I wouldn't wear it without that strap, but if you like a halter, it is an option. Similar to the last sports bra in one way, in that it is a twisted sports bra again. So you might be a little confused trying to get this on because you're like, wait, is it supposed to be twisted? Yes, it is supposed to have this twist. How you know you're wearing it the right way is that you'll see both of the cup pad entrances on the inside of the bra. So you don't want that cup pad entrance one on the inside, one on the outside, then you're not wearing it right. Also, that wouldn't work because you would be wearing the sports bra one strap up, one strap down. So you just gotta flip it so that they are the same. So this one also has that twist in the back. This one is just two straight up and down straps. This one has a little more coverage than the last one, but still, again, not a super secure full coverage bra. I honestly just don't even know if I could really wear these to the gym comfortably. It just for me is like kind of a larger cup size. But again, same material, comes in all the colors. Let's try it on. I love how this launch has two really bright fun colors and then two kind of more muted neutral tones. I mean, if you call green a neutral. Okay, so here's this bra. This one definitely works a little bit better for me, a little bit more coverage, but it's still overall definitely a low coverage. I definitely have good side boob coverage, full under boob coverage as well. I didn't have to like situate myself in the same way as the other one, but the deep V in the cleavage is definitely a lot. So I just know if I'm leaning over at the gym, yeah, we're gonna fall out a little bit. So potentially better without cup pads. I do like the cup pads Kamo has though. Nice, like pretty large oval shape and not too padded. So yeah, I'm not really seeing a big difference without the cup pads here. Anyways, we just have some straight up and down straps on this one. Little twist detail in the front. Very short line sports bra, so there's really no like elastic under the bust, which normally would provide a little extra support. But I find these like really like high up sports bras to be flattering on the core area because usually people have like a little more definition in the upper abs than the lower, so this area kind of is a little more defined. And then in the back you also have the little twist detail. Definitely a very comfy bra. Nothing is cutting into me here. Nothing is going to be constricting. Overall sizing, true to size, but if you're in between, you can kind of go either way. This isn't feeling too small, but I worry sizing down would just lead to like literally no coverage. And then we already said low coverage and low support. So cute bra, maybe for like a little back day or something. But for me, I probably can't wear this to the gym because I already tried once with the other one. It didn't go so well. So I had a 50-50 chance of getting the sports bra names right, and I got them wrong. So the one with the little braid is the Emily sports bra, and the straight up and down tank straps is the Serene. I also will say I always love Kamo Fitness bottoms, like the Serenity leggings, Serenity shorts, like literally not a single problem with them, but I feel like they've never been like quite perfect in the bra department. And while these ones are super cute, I would have loved to see a better coverage option for my larger cup sizes, just so we could have something to wear, because I am dying to live in this color. Like I just feel like this is the most beautiful blue, and just feel like I can't really wear a full set with it. So then super quick, we have some return items. So we have the 6-inch Serenity shorts. There's only the 6-inch ones this time, no 4-inch. Personally, the 6-inch is my favorite. I love this length. These are like my number one like go-to basic shorts. You just can't go wrong with them. They have a nice tapered waistband, no top band, no front seam, super thick thigh friendly. They even have like a little bit of a flare to the end of the thigh so that it really doesn't squish into your thighs, give you a sausage thigh look. They also made the logos, I think, like a little more subtle in this collection. The logos are now, there's still that like silicone, very slightly raised logo, but they're now in tonal colors. So originally Kamo Fitness had no logos. Then they had like a really huge K logo that was just like black on every single color. In this launch, they made it into the tonals. So I think the tonal is much cuter. Like, you know it's there, but you don't really see it in some lights. And then the signature curved glute seams, super flattering on the glutes. You get about a medium compression in these. Medium to high on the booty scale, very flattering. I would say you get some cellulite coverage in like the darker colors, but not always the lighter colors. The fabric isn't super thin, so you do get a teeny bit, but again, not full. And then you have have just a slightly extended crotch gusset down the legs here. And you guys know I love these shorts. I think these made it into my best activewear of the year in 2022 and 2021. So just a classic short. Just like these Serenity shorts, the Serenity leggings are back. These are always a 25-inch inseam, and the structure is the same as the Serenity shorts. I definitely find these true to size. If you're in between, you can kind of do either way. They're stretchy, where like maybe you could do the size down if you don't mind a little extra compression, but you could also size up if you don't want them, if you want them on the lighter compression side. I wear a size small. That's my normal size with them. You have no front seam, you have no top band, and then we still have that tonal logo there and the curved glute seams. Again, I get about a medium compression in these usually. I'll also insert squat tests for all these colors, but I expect most of them to be pretty good. Usually their fabrics are nice and dense. Most affordable leggings that I see these days still have a front seam. Like if you go on Amazon and you're looking for affordable non-seamless leggings, so ones like this that have like seams like this, they still have a front seam. Like Colorful Koala, love them, but they were my favorite when front seams still were a thing. But guess, we got rid of the front seam years ago. They still have a front seam. Same with CRZ Yoga. Like, why are we still doing the front seam, guys? Kamo Fitness, they're doing it right. They took away the front seam early on and still kept it affordable. So I love the Serenity leggings, really can't go wrong here. Then they're bringing back the Lavanda flare leggings. So this is where there are some limitations to Kamo Fitness. I absolutely love these flare leggings. They're the same material, little compression, brushed, no front seam, curved glute seams, so very similar to the Serenity leggings, but they are a flare legging, which again, kind of hard to find no front seam flare leggings, but they only come in a 31-inch inseam. So as a tall gal, it's not really enough for me. I really aim for a 33-inch inseam for my flare leggings. So I would love to see them come out with multiple lengths. When it comes to leggings, I think a 7/8 length is totally fine for me. Like, it doesn't look weird. Your leggings don't necessarily have to go quite all the way down your leg. You know, they're not a capri, but you know, around the ankle. But flare leggings, they look a little funny when they're short. So I can't really wear these. If a 31-inch inseam does happen to work for you, by the way, that is like the standard regular inseam length for flare leggings, just because you do want your flare leggings to be a little bit longer than your regular leggings, because you want it to kind of like sit over your shoe well, not look too short. So if this happens to be a good length for you, I envy you, because these are super cute and I would love to be able to wear this little combo and not look funny, but it just kind of looks a little funny for me. And we are just gonna throw these on and chat about them for a minute, just because I want to be reminded of how the flare looks. Sometimes flares are a little too high for me, a little too low for me. If I remember right, these kind of flared a little bit above the leg. So let's try them on. Okay, so here are the flare leggings. So perfect fit in the waist for me. So very true to size. If you're in between, you can really do either way. I love the no front seam. I really don't get any gathering around there. And we still do have those glute seams that go above the glutes. And it's not crazy, but just a little bit extra to enhance. And I just love that there's a flare legging option that has no front seam. They do also have black on the website that should already be stocked in these flare leggings if brown is not your thing. But I do think the brown combo, so cute. If only these were not too short for me. So let's show the length. And yeah, as mentioned, these are just kind of too awkwardly short for me. I know they don't look that bad, but when you put on a pair of shoes, it just really highlights that these are just not long enough for me. And in terms of the flare, I think that they could actually start flaring just a little bit lower. These do kind of flare slightly above the knee, which gives more of like a boot cut look rather than a flare. That being said, I don't like when flares are like so tight on my calves that like it's giving Clydesdale horse vibes, but just a teeny bit more flare. Again, everyone has their own preferences and it's going to hit everyone's legs a little bit differently, but I think that these are a great affordable flare legging option if you like that prime 31-inch inseam. Otherwise, we don't have any more lengths. Really, I think we could use a 29, 31, 33. That would be ideal. And lastly, we have the Cozytech hoodies. So this is the size extra small. So these are made of a 50% cotton, 49.8% polyester, 2% viscose. So basically a cotton polyester. It's that thicker fleece type material. It actually has like decent thickness, so it should be pretty warm. And it has that fuzzy fleece lining. So here's kind of the outside fabric, classic sweatshirt material, and then you have that fuzzy fleece lining. So a classic sweatshirt. It has kind of a raised mock neck style. It does have that little rings zipper. I just don't love how they look. I do at least appreciate that they matched it to the color of the rest of the sweatshirt. And it's about a half zip, and then it has a kangaroo pocket, and this is definitely going to be an oversized, like boxy style fit. So I'm gonna be wearing an extra small. I generally wear a small to medium in jackets, but I expect this one should be totally fine for me because of that slightly oversized look. And then we have these little stretchy cuffs at the sleeves with thumb holes. So let's try it on. Okay, so here is the hoodie. Definitely still an oversized boxy fit, so there's really no need to size up. If you are on the larger end of a double size, like extra small, I wear a small, this is still okay for me. So we have nice room in the sleeves, nice room in the torso as well. You can zip this all the way up. I love little like raised necklines like this, just keeps your neck a little extra warm, but unless it's super cold, I'll probably be wearing it slightly zipped down. I love that we have the elasticized cuffs here with the thumb holes, so you can kind of comfortably wear the thumb holes. It's not feeling too tight there. It actually feels pretty thick, which is surprising. Sometimes affordable sweatshirts like this just tend to be on the thinner side. Nice spacious pocket down here. I've had a couple sweatshirts recently that I loved, but they just don't have a pocket. And when I'm walking and I'm cold, I gotta put my hands in a pocket, so love this pocket here. It's kind of like a midi length. If you raise your arms, you might show a teeny bit of skin. It just kind of hangs out right at the top of the hip bones. So I find this to be a very flattering length. This is kind of where I like all of my sweatshirts to hit, but keep in mind it's not going to be a full length that, you know, goes over the glutes. And then we have a nice big hood back here, little seam detailing on the back, and the hood is pretty big as well. So just wish they had more neutrals. I don't know if these are the only two colors it's coming in, but usually they send me everything, so I assume that these are the only colors. Love the purple though. This is like the year of purple for me, guys. Loving it. So that is it for the review, guys. Short and sweet. Again, this launch is happening on February 14th at 1 PM CST, and you can use code Kathryn for 5% off at checkout. And again, for my international people, finally Kamo Fitness is going to have worldwide shipping, so you don't have to be left out anymore. My top picks of the launch, honestly, always the Serenity leggings and Serenity 6-inch shorts. You really can't go wrong if you like the color of those. I think that these are such quality pieces for an affordable price. The sports bras are super cute. They're just not something that I'm really going to be able to wear. So for my smaller cup size ladies, live your best life. And the sweatshirts are super cute too. I just kind of wish that they had more neutral colors. That is it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.